We're doing a video walkthrough here for Tim Carmel. What we have here is a chlorinator, and the chlorinator is going to use standard swimming pool bleach, which is the 10% sodium hypochlorite. I usually get that at Home Depot or some hardware store. You're not going to find it at the grocery store. The pump here is new, installed by Farm Supply. If there's any problem with the pressure coming out of this thing, which you can verify up here, it should be at least 40. Typically you're going to gain about 15 psi going down the hill, so that's a normal pressure rating for this bladder tank. And this pump, it's all new, so it should be fine for a very long time. And then this is a vac washing sediment filter. So the idea here is any sand, sediment, silt, frogs, bugs, whatever that gets pulled up out of the pond is going to get filtered into this filtration system here, and the system will automatically clean itself based on a schedule, and that schedule is every so many gallons.
When I came up here last time, I saw regen on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Was I supposed to do anything, or
no,
what does that mean?
That's just that meant it was planning on regenerating itself. So, so if I hit next, it tells me I got 11 days before it plans to clean itself next time.
Okay. Excellent.
If I hit next again, it'll tell you how much flow is going through here. And then we're back to time of day. So if for some reason there's ever a problem with this thing, there's a bypass assembly up here. If you just turn these knobs like that and like this, that bypasses the machine. Probably would never need to do that.
Okay.
That's there. We also have a shut-off valve here, which is actually going to shut the water off down to the property. So for some reason you need to shut the water off, this is one location you can do that. We've got a hose bib here, which we're going to use for testing the water here today. We've got 110 power, which is powering up that clock there. There's a flow switch behind this wall here, which is detecting flow, which is what kicks on this chlorinator. So when that outside tank starts to fill with water from the pond, the chlorinator senses that flow. This thing will start making noise and this fan will spin. This chlorinator only needs chlorine added to it as it gets low, but every 12 months we're going to replace the tube that's inside of here. So if you come out here and it's leaking chlorine out of here, the tube is bad. It needs to be replaced earlier than a year, but otherwise these tubes usually last at least a year, and we'll replace them every 12 months. This is the original configuration that the landscapers put in, and we just actioned their valves and bypassed the tank outside. Farm Supply rewired the well pump to be triggered off the float switches that are in the 5,000 gallon tanks out here now. I believe we left the float switch in the 500 gallon tank, which was pre-existing. And the lamp we just left out here for whatever reason.